guys, it's Rita. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you decide to subscribe to my channel. If you do like beauty and kind of like lifestyle videos, if that's your thing, definitely consider subscribing. All you need to do is hit the red button down here and be sure to hit the little bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. If you're new to my channel, you probably don't know this, but I am a huge Charlotte Tilbury fan. I have a pretty extensive collection from her line that I've been developing over the years, and still to this date, almost every single thing that she releases I get super excited about, and almost everything I fall deeply in love with. So today, as you can tell by the title, we're gonna be talking about the two newest eyes to Mesmerize. So she just came out with Pillow Talk and Walk of No Shame, which if you are familiar to her line or to her brand, you know that you probably know that Pillow Talk is her #1 bestseller, the lipstick, which is what I'm wearing today. And she did expand the family to do lip liner, lip gloss, eyeshadow palette, like a big one. Just basically everything. She definitely was missing the eyes to Mesmerize, which I feel like is one of my favorite products from her line. And then also same thing with Walk of No Shame. It started with a lipstick and then she did expand, and there's eyeshadow, there's the blush and something else that I can't recall at this moment. But both of these lines on her brand are definitely hits for her, especially Pillow Talk. And here is the two new shadows. In general, I'm a lover of her eyeshadows. Not only the Eyes to Mesmerize, which happen to be my favorite, but also in her shadow line. I feel like she does eyeshadow so well, both these spotted ones and just regular quads and her bigger palettes. So it's no surprise whenever she comes with a new product that I know I'm going to love. So before we get into the makeup look, which is what I'm wearing today, I will link everything down below in the description, like all of the products that I used. I do have, we're also going to be checking out some comparisons because I do also own 3 of her Eyes to Mesmerize in 3 different shades. One of them that I feel like it's going to be similar, or people are gonna think it's very similar, so I do want to swatch it for you guys so you know the differences, or maybe the similarities, and maybe make you decide if you maybe just want one of these ones or 2. We'll see some swatches on my arm and we'll see them on my eyes with this makeup look. Both of these new shades first got released on the Charlotte Tilbury website, which I feel like she always does that. She always releases first on her site and then they come to retailers like Sephora, which is where I got mine from. They're gonna retail for $32, and these are going to be 0.23 ounces, the amount of product you actually get. The lifetime of this says it's 6 months. Like if you check on the bottom of the box, it says 6 months. But honestly, I've had mine for way longer and they perform beautifully and there's no issue with them. I feel like in general with cream products or like potted products like this, it's always best if you close them really tightly, because that tight of the seal from the lid is going to extend the life of your product. So my oldest one I believe is gonna be Betty, which is the most stunning dark brown, and this one I've had for almost 2 years. So they definitely last longer than 6 months if you actually close them properly. Like I'm pretty sure. Let's get these babies out of the boxes. Let me show you the box real quick. It's going to come, I love that Pillow Talk is in the very cohesive boxes she always used for the Pillow Talk family. So this beautiful pink with a little bit of design, like whenever you touch it, it's like textured. It's not gonna be like entirely flat as this one. The Pillow Talk does have some kind of design like embossed on the box. You can't really see it, I don't think, but it's just beautiful. And her Pillow Talk products always come in this little box, or this design of a box. And then on the very top you get the color coordinated with what the actual product inside looks like. And then you get Charlotte Tilbury, Pillow Talk, and then Walk of No Shame. And then Walk of No Shame has just her regular box that all of her products come in. And I love these products, like not specifically these ones because I haven't tried them, but in general the Eyes to Mesmerize, I do love them, and we'll talk about that in a minute, just comparing colors. Whoops, I almost dropped it. comparing colors because I do own 3 of them already. So let's stop talking and let's just get right into swatching the products. So first we have Pillow Talk, which is going to be this one right here. It actually looks much darker than what I was expecting it to look. So I did order this online and I did a pickup. So I went in store and I ended up looking at them in store after I had already bought them. And I was expecting a different shade. I don't know what I was thinking, but not this dark. Then we have a Walk of No Shame, which here we go, Walk of No Shame. I actually don't own the Walk of No Shame lipstick. That is definitely missing in my collection. But here we have them next to each other. Here is Pillow Talk and here's Walk of No Shame. So you can see how both of them are still pretty dark, but of course Walk of No Shame is way darker. And then just to compare it, because I do have the lipstick, it's what I'm wearing today, I've got Pillow Talk right here. So just to compare them side by side, the actual shade, I guess, of the product. So here is Pillow Talk lipstick and here is Pillow Talk the eyeshadow. So I basically have every single product from the Pillow Talk family. I think I even have a lip gloss. I have to check, but I'm pretty sure I also have the lip gloss. But anyway, let's just try this on the eyes. I know that I love the formula already, so I'm hoping, and I'm pretty sure I will still love the shades on me. But let's go ahead and check it out. So first, I'm gonna start with Pillow Talk, and I'm gonna use my mirror here that I was actually using earlier. This is the bronzer that I used, the Airbrush bronzer. I've got mine in the shade medium, so that is my bronzer today. So I'm not gonna use this on my mirror. And I'm gonna go straight with my finger, which is what I normally use or how I normally use these products. And then I'll just blow on my crease with a blending brush, but you really don't even need a brush. So anyway, let's go ahead and just dip into this shade. Here we go. I'm going to just go in the back of my hand just to ensure that I didn't use a lot of product on my finger. And now let's just go ahead and start all over my lid. I'm gonna start applying this. Look at how easy that was. It just blends in like 2 seconds. And again, you could literally just blow this into your crease with your finger and then you're good to go. Or you can just incorporate a brush, which I'm also gonna do in a minute. But I'm going to add a bit more here on the external part. And I'm gonna bring it with my finger onto my crease. Literally, you guys, that was the fastest thing ever. It's so pretty. It's definitely darker than what I was expecting, but it actually matches very accurately to the lip. So it's the one that I'm wearing right now. So you can see kind of like the eye and the lip are almost like the perfect matching shade, which I mean, they should be because they're the same name. But yeah, let me show you real quick. I'm gonna get a little bit closer, like super close, so you can just see how pretty this shade is and how, like, seriously, it took me 2 seconds to just do this. And of course, if you want to be a bit more precise and define better your crease, I would just use just a fluffy blending brush, something like this, and I will apply a little bit extra in a minute of the other shade, so Walk of No Shame. So here is the eye with nothing but Pillow Talk, and here is the one with nothing. Before I move on to Walk of No Shame, I'm going to use a small kind of like precise brush, and I'm just going to run this on my lower lashes just because with my finger I really can't do that. It'll be like very thick line. So I just added a little bit of the product and I'm just gonna blend down here. I don't think I got enough product, so let's do a little bit more. That's it, you guys. That's so easy. And if I were on a rush or if I just wanted to use, like, usually I would just use one of this at a time. Like I would just grab like my Betty and do like a beautiful smoky eye, or I would go with rose gold, which is my favorite out of all the ones that I have so far because I haven't tried this ones. And I would just blow this all over my lid, blow it to my crease, and then I'll be good to go. Throw in some mascara and I'll feel like my makeup is absolutely stunning. So now let's move on to Walk of No Shame. And I didn't show you, but on the back it just gives you the name. So we got Walk of No Shame, and then we have Pillow Talk, and it's just the same beautiful frosted glass packaging with the maroon lid and the CT on the top. So now for this, I am going to just use my same finger, and I'm going to do the same thing in the back of my hand, and I am going to start applying this only on the outer V of my eye. I'm going to use this kind of like to do a bit more of a darker shade, a little bit of a smoky shade. Just by looking at it, it looks like it's darker. So I'm just going to start dabbing this in, and there you have it. It's very pretty. It's actually more, this one looks a bit more on the reddish pinkish, and then Pillow Talk looks more of like the pinkish mauvey. And the same thing, so you can literally just blend it with your finger and it blends perfectly fine. For my liking, because this is more kind of like precise because it is on the outer V, I will be using a brush to blend it a little bit better. I'm going to use this one by Fenty, and I'm just gonna blend this into the crease. But know that you can actually just use your finger and it'll be perfectly fine. So here is a closer, very close look at both of the eyes, one with nothing and one with both of the shades. I didn't like really do much blending with this. They can be, or they are a little bit similar, not the same, that's for sure. You can actually see the difference in shades, but I don't know personally that I would use them together like I just did, like for, you know, future. Today I just wanted to use them together for the actual video purposes, but normally I would probably just combine either a matte brown and then go for either one, or again by themselves are beautiful, or I would match them with like Betty, because Betty is the darker one and you can actually see a more defined difference between both of the shades. But still, I still feel like they do look very you know, slightly different once they are blended. So you can see right there, I'm kind of like adding a little bit extra of Walk of No Shame. And now I'm just gonna go with my brush and blend this right here. And I'm going to use the same brush I used earlier to apply Walk of No Shame on the very back of my eye, just on my lower lashes, just a tiny bit. And for the video, I am going to just kind of like to use another one of this. I'm gonna go with Jean, which is the lighter one, the most stunning light goldy vanilla shade. It is such a pretty one. This one is Jean. I'm just gonna use this as my inner corner highlight. So this one I also love using just by itself. Honestly, all of them by themselves are absolutely stunning, but let's use them mixed together. With my pinky finger, I just grabbed a little bit of the product. So easy, so fast, and so stunning. I am in love with the shades. I was thinking maybe like after I try them, I was not going to care too much of the difference. Like, you know, I wouldn't find as much differences. So I thought maybe I'll try them. If they are too similar, I'll just probably take one of them back. But no, they are so stunning. I do not want to take them back. They're absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, and then done with the eye look, let's go ahead and swatch them. I'm gonna use the back of my hand, and I'm gonna do like real live swatches right now. Well, live, you know what I mean. So I'm not gonna just do a clip and add it, we're just gonna do it right now. So first, let's try Pillow Talk, which I showed it earlier, but this is Pillow Talk, and I'm just going to use the back of my hand, and I am going to go and do kind of like a little bit of a blending action with the finger. And let's do now Walk of No Shame. Whoop. So you can actually see the difference of both of them next to each other. Very different whenever you swatch them on the hand that whenever, you know, I was swatching them on my eyes. You can actually see a little bit better. Got my little cleaning towel. So let me show you real quick. So here we have Pillow Talk on the side, and then here we have Walk of No Shame. So you can see that they are very different really whenever you actually, you know, do a heavy swatch. This is not what you're gonna do on your eyes, of course. You're gonna do a lighter blending and everything, but this were still blended with my finger. Nonetheless, it's not going to be as much product as whenever you do on your eyes. But here are both of them next to each other. Very beautiful. And now that I'm looking at it swatched like this, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch Pillow Talk, which is the one that I do have. I do not own Walk of No Shame, which is a shame on me, honestly, because I am a Charlotte Tilbury fan and that one is missing from my collection. So let me go ahead and do a quick little swatch on the bottom with the lipstick, which is also the one that I'm wearing today on my lips. And here is the lipstick. So this is the lipstick down here, and here is, both of these are Pillow Talk eyeshadow and then the lipstick. So pretty similar, honestly. I do like how they complement each other. Pillow Talk lipstick definitely looks a bit more on the pinkier side, and the eyeshadow looks a bit more mauvey, still pinky but a little bit more mauvey. But yeah, that's what both of them look like. So let me go ahead and grab a couple of things. I'll be right back. Okay, I wanted to show you the other two products that I have both of them of, just so I can show you kind of like compared to each other. So here is Pillow Talk. Yeah, this is Pillow Talk, the regular, because there's also a darker one called Pillow Talk Intense, which I also do have, of both the lipstick and the blush. But first, let's just do basic, which is Pillow Talk, and then I'm gonna show them to you side by side, just so you can see kind of like what they look like. So here is the Eyes to Mesmerize Pillow Talk, and here is Pillow Talk blush. So next to each other. And now let me go ahead and show you what they look like. Walk of No Shame with the blush, and then the new shadow. This, I feel like they are way different in tone. And give me 1 second because Remus is crying. Yes, I'm filming. Hola, baby! Oh, I think I got his paw full. So that just happened. Let's go ahead and continue with our swatching and showing you the difference in product. Okay, so here we have both of them together, and I do see a lot of difference compared to what Pillow Talk, both of the products look to each other, to what Walk of No Shame. I feel like the eyeshadow palette, or I'm sorry, the shadow is a bit more on the reddish side. Like whenever you see it here, and also really on my arm, and then here is Walk of No Shame, the blush. So here they are next to each other. Now let's look at the actual quads. So I do have both of the quads, Pillow Talk and Walk of No Shame. So I wanted to show you real quick next to each other, just like we did with the blush. So here is Pillow Talk, Eyes to Mesmerize, and here is the very, very famous Pillow Talk little quad. It is a stunner. It's probably my top 3 eyeshadow of all times. So here are both of them. And now let's take a look at Walk of No Shame quad. And this, I can definitely see more cohesiveness, if that's even a word, from each other compared to like Walk of No Shame as the Eyes to Mesmerize and as the blush. So here they are next to each other. I feel like the top one right here looks a lot similar to Eyes to Mesmerize. Lastly, for this swatching comparison, let's go ahead and try next to this too the Rose Gold, Jean, and Betty, which are the 3 other Eyes to Mesmerize that I own. I feel like the first one that I want to try is going to be Rose Gold, because in my mind, I thought it was going to be a little too similar to Pillow Talk right before I swatched it, but they don't really look like each other. So let me just show you before we swatch what they look like next to each other. So on here, this one is going to be Pillow Talk, and this one is Rose Gold. So you can see how Rose Gold is actually a more pinkish version, and then Pillow Talk looks almost mauve, like purpley mauve. So both of them are stunning, but yeah, very different even on the bottle. Now let me go ahead and swatch Rose Gold on top, or like right here, so you can see more clearly what they look like next to the other 2 new ones. So here we have, you can tell that the difference is not even remotely close. Here is Rose Gold in all its glory. I still think it's an adorable, beautiful shade. My favorite still. Looking at all of them together, not the lipstick. It's just the one that catches my eye the most. It's so stunning, so reflective, it's beautiful. So here we have Rose Gold, Pillow Talk, and Walk of No Shame. Let me remove that one. That's just a lipstick. But here's all of them together. Now let's swatch Jean, which is the other one. This is the very lightest one that I have. This is beautiful shade. So let me just swatch it real quick. I'm trying to do like a stronger swatch so you can actually see the differences. And finally, we're gonna go on Betty, which it's the beautiful kind of like brownish golden shade. It's so pretty, and this shadow literally makes the best one eye and done smoky eye. It's so pretty. Here we go. There we have Jean on the very top corner, then Betty right here, and then Rose Gold in the middle, and then Walk of No Shame, and finally Pillow Talk. So honestly, they are all very different to each other. None of these look even remotely close. I mean, honestly, they are so different. So this is Jean, Betty, Walk of No Shame, Pillow Talk, and Rose Gold in the middle. Okay, you guys, so there you have it, the brand new Pillow Talk Eyes to Mesmerize and the brand new Walk of No Shame. I am very happy that I got this. I was a little indecisive in getting both of them, or maybe just going for Pillow Talk, and I'm glad that I picked them up, both of them up, because as you can probably tell with all these swatches and on my eyes, they are very different to each other, and I'm happy to own both of them. They are honestly the perfect one eye and done look. You don't need to worry about anything. You just throw this in. If you don't even care about brushes, it is so easy. As you saw whenever I applied just Pillow Talk, it is so easy to just grab with your finger, blend all over your lid, blow it to your crease, and you've got this stunning, beautifully blended look, and with literally no effort. Like if you are new to cream shadows, or in general, if you're new to eyeshadow, not that I'm an expert, it is probably the easiest shadow, even easier I would say than grabbing just like a powder shadow, because it just does the work for itself. All you need to do is literally grab your finger, dab dab dab, and you're all done. I am so happy with these shadows, and I have nothing bad to say about them except for they're expensive. They are pretty pricey, but again, the line in general, Charlotte Tilbury, it's an expensive brand. But whenever I think of Charlotte Tilbury, and every single time that I wear Charlotte Tilbury, I feel like my makeup just looks beautiful. Like I feel pretty whenever I'm wearing Charlotte Tilbury. Okay guys, that's gonna be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you're interested in picking any of these two shades, or maybe if you have any of the Eyes to Mesmerize. What do you think? Do you think they're worth it? Because they are pretty pricey. Let me know, because for sure I know I love them, but I love to hear from you guys as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and please be sure to subscribe before you leave. All you need to do is hit this little red button. That way you'll be subscribed, and also be sure to hit the little bell so you don't miss any of the notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!